Hey, Professor Z here, back with another video tutorial in DaVinci Resolve. Today, for my class, we're going to be doing the montage assignment in DaVinci. In class, we did the Premiere online version. I'm going to show you DaVinci. So again, first, just like I started my other one, we want to open the SD card here and find where I have my videos. So here's all my videos I shot, but the lower ones here, these are my ones for the montage video. So I need those, and I need to put them on my external hard drive. So I'm using this hard drive right here. I'm going to right click and make a new folder. I'm going to call this my montage. And now I'm going to simply select all the videos that are for that and drop them in my montage folder. Now again, I'm working with a small project here, so I'm just putting everything in one bin. Sometimes you want to subdivide. Maybe I would make a new folder and put my video in one folder, my audio in another folder. Now I also have a piece of music that I've downloaded. It's in my downloads folder. I'm not going to let it live there though. I want to make sure I bring this piece of music into this folder as well, so that everything's in the same folder for my montage. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's open up DaVinci now. Again, Command Spacebar, type in DaVinci, there it is, and let it open. Okay, so here's my start screen. You see I have my Knock Knock Joke project here from a previous edit. I'm going to go ahead and create a new project. I'm going to call this my montage. Hit create. And now we're here. So just like before, we need to bring our media in here. Again, I can go to the media tab and do it from there. I can do it right from here in the cut tab, or even go to my edit tab and do it. You can always bring media clips in. You don't have to be in a specific location to do that. So I'm going to do it from here. I'm actually going to go open my Finder. I'm going to select all of this and just drag it in. Now again, it's going to tell me that my settings are different frame rate, so I'm just going to allow it to change to the correct frame rate. So here we are. Now I have a couple things open. You can see my effects library and my inspector open. Again, if you want to start off, and this is my preference, it's going to remember where you were last time you had it. I like to close down things I'm not currently using, so I want to be able to see more editing space. You can also adjust these sides. You can make them bigger or smaller, what you need to do. So I need to go, that's actually, let's see. So the montage assignment requires a panning left to right of sunset, sunrise. Now you can see clearly I did this as a little joke. Everything's inside here. I was just doing this for fun with my Batman figure, just like my Knock Knock Joke. So I'm going to do a rough cut. The overall length of this needs to be 30 seconds. I want to cut 30 seconds to the music. So I'm going to double click on this to make this highlighted here. And again, I'm just going to start from here. I'm not even like worrying about if this is good yet. And there's an out. I'm going to bring this down to my timeline. It creates a timeline. Now there's one thing I didn't show in my other video with the timeline. Again, I can rename this right away just by clicking on the name there. Now one thing I didn't cover last time was the project settings and the timeline settings in the video. So I'm going to go here under the file menu to my project settings, because by default it's at HD. I shot this in 4K. So I actually am going to go and up this to my Ultra HD setting. You can see there's some other settings there, but I shot this in that. So I want it there. Save. Because in fact, if you look at my inspector here, you can see that my resolution under the file is 3840 by 2160. So I want my project settings to be that. So again, I just went under the file menu, project settings, and then under this drop down here they are. There's my frame rate. It was matched when I brought the stuff in. And now I can right click on my timeline, go timeline settings, and see that it is matching that, because it says it uses the project settings for that. So I want to make sure, I like to do the highest quality I can. So again, I'm just going to start dropping clips in here in the order I shot them. I can always rearrange them. So let's see, the next thing, I need a long shot of a person walking towards the camera. Oh, look at that. I clearly don't see the arm moving Batman. You don't see it either. We're going to drop that in there. You can see they're physically not the same size right there, time-wise. I'm going to find where Batman's face is in focus. Here's our close-up shot. Drop that in. That's pretty long. We're going to cut that down. Here is actor walking through frame. Drop that down. See, I'm approaching that 30-second mark, so we're definitely going to be doing some cutting here. That's fine. Here is a tracking shot. Sure, that looks good. And here's the worm's eye view of the person walking away. Now I'm definitely over the 30 seconds. I see that, I know that, that's fine. Because what I need to do next is now, first of all, I don't care about the audio in any of this. So I'm just going to mute this entire audio track by hitting the M button here on my audio track and mute that. And now I'm going to bring down the actual sound that I'm going to use underneath that. This is my music. Check out how epic this is. Oops, click down here. Now, the way to do this, we're doing a rhythmic montage here. So we want to cut to the music. You can see this cut was a little bit after that second part. So I want to now do a little rolling edit here. And I'm going to use my arrow keys. Let me just turn this down a little bit here while I'm editing so it's not so loud. I can always bring it back up afterwards. I'm using my arrow keys on the keyboard to get to the beginning of that. So my playhead is lined up with it. And now, using the trim tool, I can bring my mouse here and I can just trim that back. Now watch this cut. Now we'll make a cut here, right? And maybe I bring this back here. I'm actually going to extend this part out a little bit. Right. Now here, if you have to hit a time, right, here's 30 seconds. This clip needs to end on the 30-second mark, so maybe move that out there. We'll extend this a little bit, but that's still not going to be enough. We need to maybe add something in. So I'm thinking between here, I'm going to go back to another scene of Batman walking, because I think that might be funny. I mean, epic. Epic. We're totally doing epic here. So we'll go do a further on version as Batman's getting closer. And drop that right in there. Let's see how that looks. Now I gotta readjust that cut though. So as this is what's great about editing, non-destructive. We just move things around as we need to. But now we're going to be a little bit past that 30 seconds, not by much. We're just going to bring this back a little bit. Watch this. You can still see the end of that time there. 30 seconds. Now let's watch it. Okay, so we got all the way to the end there. Now, let's go back to my regular tool here. So I'm going to chop this off. And actually, I'm just going to put title. We're going to make this a tight 30 seconds. Start and end on 30 seconds with no before and after. So let's bring our cursor all the way to the end. I can hit Command T and make a cut. Oops, wrong thing. Sorry. Command B to make a cut over here with the blade. And then I can just click on that and get rid of it. So we're going to put a little fade at the end on the music. I'm just going to click and drag that. Here's a little fade. Maybe let's make it a longer fade. Let's fade over the whole walk there. Great, that looks great. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's drop a title in here at the very beginning. So let's click on our effects library. We can get rid of the media pool. We don't need it. So, you know, there's a lot more effects that we haven't gone over here. Right now we're just focusing on the titles. You can see there's video transitions, audio transitions, effects, all that stuff. Really right now I just want to focus on titles. And let's see if we can find something that's a little epic here. Now look, there is a title called Superhero Movie. How can we not use that title? We're going to drag it, plop that right on the first part here, and we're going to make it just as long as the first part is. And so again, remember, I'm going to click on that. Now on my inspector on the top right, I'm going to go to the title area. So here we have top text and bottom text. So let's see, on the bottom text, we're going to put Batman, obviously. And you don't need to use the top text if you don't want to, but let's see, what should we put for Batman? Actually, we're just going to leave it with the bottom text, so I can't think of a good top text to go with Batman right now. But here, let's watch a preview of that. Whoa. And we're going to use that same superhero text. I'm going to put this at the end again, just like we did with my other. We're going to do a little top text. We're going to say, directed by Batman. Oh, all caps for Batman. Now you can see it was a little rough there because I didn't let it completely render that file just yet. If you give it a second, it'll be rendered. There we go, it's rendered. And so now if I look at it, there it is. We should put a little fade on the video too. Fades are really simple in this. Just like with the audio, if I come over here on the video part, I can drag this a little bit and here's a little fade. There's the fade out. Maybe I should move this a little bit that way. And that's it. And now, one thing I didn't show in my other video here, there's also a mixer up here. I can see the audio levels when I click on the mixer. I like to have that open a lot so you can see how loud everything is. So you see you have a mixer here. So you can adjust the overall on here, but we can also use the mixer . So you see I'm trying to get it right in that negative, between -12 and -6 area. I like it to kiss the red a little bit, but I don't want to be too red all the time. So that looks pretty good to me. I like how this is looking. Again, before I do anything else, I'm going to hit Command Save, Command S on the keyboard to save my progress. Don't want to lose anything. And now I think we're ready to export this. So again, I'm going to go to Delivery. We need to give this a name. I'm going to call this Batman Montage. I'm going to browse my location to where I want to save it. I'm going to go to the same folder I had the project in and make an export folder and save it there. I like to use my MP4 setting, and I like to use H.265. If you use 264, it's not going to make that big of a difference, but H.265 is a little bit more future forward. Everything else I can just leave how it is. I'm going to add this to the render queue. Now if I had other timelines to edit, I could go back and edit those and add those to the queue as well. But for right now, we're done, we're ready. Let's hit that render button. And that's it, it's rendered. We can now go take that file, upload it to YouTube, and put it on our websites. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you want more videos like this in the future, please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. If you need me to go over something else, let me know in the comments what you want me to cover. I'm still exploring DaVinci myself. Like I always say in my videos, I'm a long-time Adobe Premiere Pro user, new DaVinci Resolve user. I'm really loving this program though, and I want to do more videos on it as I get into it a little bit deeper. It's definitely going to be doing more videos as I get into wedding season coming up in a couple of months. But this is what I got for now. So again, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and we'll see you next time on the channel.